going to share with you guys some key secrets in BNI and how to get more out of your chapter. But first of all, I want to start off by asking you guys a question. How many of you guys have actually gotten a referral before from this group? Okay. How did it make you feel?
Really good.
Yeah? Excited? Good. How many of y'all have done business with somebody inside the group? That's great. You guys are doing what BNI is really kind of designed to do, right? Is that enough, though? Is it enough just to do business with other folks in the group?
No.
That's what I kind of thought. Well, today I'm going to share with you guys really the secrets on how to unlock BNI to where you're going to be having more referrals than you ever imagined, and you're going to be making more money than you possibly spend. How about that? All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with a picture. What's this? Chair. Okay. Basically, everyone in this room is. You can look at your neighbor. Look on both sides and go. Okay, there's my cherries. Okay. So, who likes to eat cherries?
I love them.
Okay. What if you had a bunch of cherries?
Oh.
Sweet.
Yeah, sweet, isn't it? They get you full for a little while.
Yes.
A little bit.
Not me.
Well, once you eat all the cherries, what are you left with? Seeds.
Staying around your mouth.
That's pretty appetizing, isn't it? You want some more of those, don't you? Well, let me tell you a secret. BNI does not require the people in this room to do business with you. Who knew that? Good. All right, good, because you really need to make sure you realize that. All right, so what does that mean? Well, let me take a good example of that. How many of y'all have a dentist? Okay, you have a dentist in here? Nope. What if a dentist joins your group? Are y'all going to run out and go see that dentist now? No, because you love your dentist, don't you? What if your dentist does something wrong, or goes out of business, or just you go to the one here? You'll give him a shot, right? But you're not guaranteed. He's not guaranteed to get any business from inside this group. So just think about that when you're inviting people. Don't tell them that you're going to introduce them to a bunch of referrals, but you're going to introduce them to your sales team. Okay? All right. So if you're here with the sole purpose of doing business with people in this room, I want you to pack your stuff up and walk out the door. And I'm serious. Good. All right, so because we're here to build relationships, and we're here to grow our business through the members that are in your chapter. These cherries right here are going to equal out to some thank you for closed business, right? All right, so let's move on past that. So we do one-to-ones in here, right? I do a couple of those. I think I got a number here. Y'all did 17 week before last, right? It's great. Nothing wrong with that. So why are you doing one-to-ones?
To be able to know the person, know about their business, so you can refer them to other people, not necessarily to do business with them, but so you have the knowledge. So
the first time you get together with somebody, you want to get to know them, right? And the next time you get together with them,
learn about their business.
Learn about their business. You want to know kind of what their sphere of influence is, right? So if everyone in here knows other people, how many people do you probably think you know that you could probably refer?
250.
250. That's a good number. That's probably usually about the minimum. Anywhere from 250 to 500 people. So if I knew 500 people, which I know quite more than that, would you like to know them? Would you like me to refer you to them? Okay. And you're going to do that through what?
Getting to know the other person.
Yeah, trust. Okay. So it leads me into the next piece of my drawing here. If my pen will write. Very bored. You're never going to guess what this is, so I'm just going to go and tell you. This is icing. This is kind of, we're going to do a little drawing here. Okay, you're going what? Yeah. Remember to outside referral. Okay? Gosh, I'm going to write in red all day. Okay, so let's try that again. So remember to outside referral. These are going to be your tier 2 referrals that you're going to be giving. Okay? So how many of y'all have given out a tier 2 referral? Hopefully everybody in here has given out a tier 2 referral. If not, we need to get busy then. They're going to keep you satisfied, you think? They're going to keep you full. They're going to last for a little while, right? Buy in here? Yes, no? What do you think?
Yes.
Okay. They may even help you justify your membership in BNI, right? I think you touched on that this morning. But quite honestly, I'm going to ask you a question. Is that really what most people are thinking about BNI? No? Tier 2 referrals?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Tier 2, 3, 4.
Tier 2, Tier 3, Tier 4. Yeah, exactly. That's what most people are thinking about. They're thinking about, basically, they want to know your friends, your families, your contacts, your clients. They want you to get them in front of them, right? Well, that's great and all, and you're going to get recommended to them, and then you're probably going to be able to do business with them. And hopefully, they're going to be your ideal client, right? And that's what we really want to be introduced to, right? Is your ideal client. Let's take, for example, how about a realtor? Who's our ideal client? Well, oftentimes I've heard, I want to know somebody who's looking to buy a house. That's pretty vague, isn't it? Doesn't help me much. How about a financial advisor? And he stands up and says, I want to know somebody who makes more money than they can spend, and so I can help invest it, and so they can have a great retirement. That helps me out a lot. How about a CPA that stands up and says, I want to know somebody who's in trouble with the IRS, because I can help them. Well, how many of y'all know somebody who's in trouble with the IRS? Or even worse, how are you going to start that conversation? Hey, have you got the letter from the IRS? That's a whole lot of fun, isn't it? We need to be more cautious about how we're asking for these Tier 2 referrals. 3 people today really opened up the door and got into what the next phase of this drawing here is, which is my most important and most favorite part to talk about, which is the cake. Okay? So who wants to know how to really unlock the power of BNI?
That's
with some
right.
cake. Get a little more icing going on down here with this part of the cake. Let's start talking about pieces of the cake. All right, so the first piece of the cake is going to be member to referral source. Okay? Who knows what a referral source is? Okay, good. I'll tell you. All right. This is going to be the set of people that are going to have the same ideal client as you. Okay? They're going to be people that are probably going to be in your power team. Okay? Let's take one for instance. This is one I love talking about. How about a divorce attorney? Okay? Think about a divorce attorney. How many people in here could get a referral from a divorce attorney? How about the realtor? Because guess what? Somebody's moving, right? Okay. How about a mortgage broker? That kind of goes without saying. Anytime somebody's moving, the mortgage broker's going to give it a nice little touch. Financial situation's changing. So, yeah, definitely probably financial advisors are going to get involved. And maybe pulling money out of a 401k, get equal shares going on there. And what I found out the other day from a friend of mine, that when women get divorced, they change 2 things quickly. You know what those are?
Their name and the bank account.
Their body.
The hair and the bank account. Those are 2 good ones. And their body. You're right, Jim. That's right. So, a divorce attorney would be a great person to have as a guest here. Okay? So, and if you're somebody that I just mentioned, maybe you should start asking for divorce attorney introductions. Okay? All right. So let's talk a little bit more detail about that. Do you want all their referrals from a divorce attorney?
Yeah.
I'm sure you do, but would it be okay if you were just on their list? Maybe their top 3? I think I'd be okay with that personally. So if every member in here went for cake, they would never go hungry, don't you think? Because you're going to be starting to find that you're going to have repeat referrals. Divorce attorneys, all they're seeing is people that are divorcing over and over again. It's going to be that golden goose. It's going to be residual income. That's the keys to success, people. Residual income. Figuring out some way that you don't have to work every day and still make money. Pretty awesome, huh? All right, let's go to the next level of this. It's going to be member referral opportunity. This is where you get an opportunity to get in front of your ideal clients. Not just one, not just two, but a room full of clients. Okay? It's going to be things like speaking engagements, okay, or networking events. So how many of y'all ever asked for something along those lines in your sales manager moment? Okay, good. I think 3 of you today, actually, I'll ask for things that kind of go along with these first 2 tiers of the cake. I'll tell you who they were. We have Mr. Cash, and we have Ms. McKinley, and Ellen. All 3 of y'all asked for very good referrals because you're asking for repeat business. Okay, that's what I want you guys to start focusing on. Start focusing on asking for a referral that's going to not only pay you today, but could pay you over and over and over and over again. Because guess what? Every time that spins off to another referral, you can count it as closed business. You can count it as a referral from that same person that gave you the first referral. Okay, that's how these BNI groups are getting multi-million dollars. Okay, there's some groups out there that have closed $6 million in 1 year. Okay, their average seat value is about $90,000. Wouldn't you like to be making $90,000 just from BNI? You may not be doing anything else but BNI if you got to that level. All right, let's talk about the last layer here, and I'll wrap this up. You might want to take a guess for what that stands for?
Visitor.
Visitor, that's right. Visitors are the lifeblood of BNI. Visitors are a warm referral to the chapter. Okay? Because quite honestly, when a visitor leaves here, he already knows everybody in here. Because y'all all had a 1-minute section to tell him what you do and how you can help them in their business. Isn't that pretty cool? Now, don't you want to invite people that are part of another business as well as maybe they just work somewhere? How many people do you know that you could possibly invite here that don't own a business, that don't do sales, but could possibly be a great referral for somebody in here? If all you got to do is get them to come and hang out and introduce them to a bunch of people that you know, that are your friends. Because guess what? If you're doing one-to-ones on a weekly basis with all the folks in here, they're going to become your friends. Okay? They're going to be your centers of influence. Anybody have a guess about how much monetarily a visitor's worth to you? 15,000. That's a little high, but wish it was. And it could be, in theory. Visitors on average, though, will spend about $1,000 with members of a BNI group within 3 months of visiting. Don't you want to tap into some of that? So get out there and get to inviting people. And it doesn't have to be necessarily somebody who can join the group. It could be somebody who, let's just say you got friends out there that are financial advisors. Well, they may not have a network built like this. And they're probably not going to be able to find a BNI group that they can join. But guess what? They still have clients that have needs. And you can get on their list, or they could be on your list. Because it could be that they've got a product that nobody else offers. And it could be a niche that they're in, that they only deal with divorcees. And that's all they deal with. So, maybe it's something that you could carve out something that actually happen to join your group. There's many BNI groups out there that have multiple financial advisors, and they've carved out little pieces for each other. So don't only invite people who can join your group, but invite people that it can just be guests. Because there's nothing wrong with just being a guest. Okay? All right. So let me wrap this up then. So let's go for cake. Let's make sure that we're asking for the cake part of this, and not just focusing on the cherries and the icing. Because at the end of the day, the cherries and icing is just going to leave you with a headache, and the cake's going to keep you belly full. Thanks, guys.